The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders. Representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion, a true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the tables to be the best. And Deej Poker apparel shows everyone who you really are on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's D-E-E-G Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's H-O-K-E, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final 9 Comic.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
I'm trying to hang Damon, apparently. Just be careful with that cord there, but you got to turn the mic on, too.
Oh, you got to turn the mic on?
Yeah, they work better when they're on.
I'm really enjoying the music. It sounds a lot better in 3D. Or
It's funky, isn't it?
It's cool, man.
It's snappy. It's peppy. It's got a little beat to it.
Yeah, it wakes you up, and then you have to listen to us talk and kind of,
Well,
if you're not sleeping,
speak for yourself.
If you're not sleeping within 10 minutes, I mean,
come on,
come on, people pay good money to sleep. I mean, they take pills. They,
that's what I need. I got to pick up some Ambien or something.
Yeah.
At some point, I think what I'm going to do once this World Series is all over. I think I'm doing some stuff on Wednesday because I'll be back on KLAV on Wednesday with Chad Holloway. By the way, who's going to be our special guest there this week and next week. The next week we're scheduled.
Yeah.
Barring he decides not to bolt Vegas early and go to Macau, Greg Merson's going to join us on KLAV.
Oh, shit.
So that's going to be fun. So we've got our guests lined up for the next 2 weeks, which is a miracle.
I got a good Greg Merson story. I was playing that media event, right?
Yeah.
And
they put Greg Merson in the media event.
And you're standing next to him, and I look at him and I say, that really looks like Greg Merson. But I'm like, there's no way he's fucking, hanging out with the media guys playing in the event. So I just kind of, I kind of go with it, and then I I don't even realize he's Greg Merson. He's just like this cool dude, and he's a really, really cool dude.
Great guy.
And he's like that. He reminds me of the kind of guy I used to work, in the university cafeteria with. We would, cook food, go out, smoke, whatever, and then come back and cook some more food and
enjoy cigarettes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just a cool
keep trying to help.
And so then I talked to your friend Nathan, and I'm like, that looks like, Greg Merson's, like skinny or younger brother or something. And he's like, that's Greg.
That's Greg.
I'm like, oh, hey, Greg. By the way, let me tell you about my idea for an Ironman tournament.
Yeah, there you go. Right up to, I got to tell an interesting story too about, when you, I would put myself as like a D-list.
Yeah.
Maybe C- celebrity. I mean, I'm moving up, and everybody knows me, which is great. But I had the Enjoy team over here filming a little piece with me that they wanted to do for tomorrow. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when a camera is put on you and people see that. Because you tend to draw interesting characters.
Yeah, you're no longer a private person.
Like,
you no longer.
Yeah, like you bugging the shit out of Greg Merson about your Iron Man tournament, which is a great idea. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
you get the chance, you go for it. I'm with you. Trust me. I'm not giving you shit. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
But I had a guy come over talking to me about how he is a dealer in Los Angeles and dealing with dealer abuse. This is the best part of my day. When Kara Scott is around, my heart just goes pitter-patter,
She's definitely one of the...
Kara is so wonderful. She's a terrific person. I love her to death. I wish every poker personality was like Kara Scott.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do.
I mean,
she's so sweet.
Not only would we have, just great vibes, but we'd have beautiful women surrounding us 24/7. That you can't.
That would work.
Can't really argue with that. And I have to take off these. It's a little bit like an echo chamber. But
well, yeah. Wait till the people start coming in here.
Oh, the peep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this gentleman came up to me and was talking about dealer abuse, and then started talking about how he has a methodology to change the world and society as we know it.
Starting with dealers first.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, because if you can change a dealer's heart, you can change the world.
Well,
I mean, they're hard cases.
It seemed a little more. He felt like he would be able to change the world in 2 months, and I'm debating if I follow up on that one, but he saw me doing this interview.
So what is his thing? I mean, is he selling a self-help or
no, I don't. I'll show it to you. Maybe we'll take a look at it after the
let's
show.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
A little interesting, but
Yeah.
but you never know. Maybe it's a good story. Who knows? I mean, look at you.
Look at me. I'm here I am. I'm still a good story,
But I will check the guy's website out. But it's amazing the characters that you meet sometimes.
Poker. I mean, that's what draws to me to poker as a amateur player who's never really made any money at it, but is one of along with Phil Locke, one of two players to have a Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, you're the man.
Oh, you didn't get that. Sorry.
Wow.
But I mean, poker is all about characters.
It is.
That's what I just love about it. I'm working on this one drop book, right?
And masseuses, by the way. It's about masseuses as well.
It's about plugs and plugging my one drop companion book, which I'm going to put out in a couple weeks.
Nice.
I just start looking at these players in the one drop, and there's just so many stories. You've got the billionaire's poker club, Dr. Evil style. I didn't do that right.
No, that would be this one. $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I mean they play poker on like islands with crocodiles, and it's ridiculous.
Snipers up top.
No, I mean literally they have $200,000 straddles in some of the higher games. Yeah, and they got Ronald Lowe. I mean, wow, what's not to like? So I'm reading about that, and then I was wondering why Guy didn't seem, La Liberté, he didn't seem so into the tournament this time, and I find out, and why, about 10 of these Macau Billionaires Club members who were supposed to show up didn't, and it turns out that he has a serious dispute with them right before the thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, he brought a guy, a friend, to play there, and it's really hard to get into that game.
Right.
People sit around for weeks,
years to get to be a fixture,
and they just can't get in. And of course, Guy being Guy, he gets in immediately, and he gets his buddy in. But his buddy apparently loses a couple mil, and apparently Guy vouched for him. But he's like, does Guy really know what it is to vouch? I mean, he's like, oh yeah, I vouch. What does this mean? Is he's sometimes a little bit out there, and apparently he didn't make good. His friend didn't make good on that, and Guy refused to pay. And apparently it wasn't about the money. It's going to be revealed by Tom Hall in the next, whatever. But yeah.
Wow.
So I lost my concentration here.
That's your fault.
That's not my fault. It's definitely not my fault.
No, it's your fault.
Okay.
You have to be strong and overcome.
I have to be strong. Yeah.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
That's all
right.
Like
Guy, right?
Yeah. Boy, that is an interesting story.
It is. Yeah. It's just been coming out in drips and drabs because everyone's wondering why none of the whales. I mean, all these pros show up, expecting to have, last time 40% of the field was whales, about 20 players. And this time only 8 were so-called whales, and 2 of them made the final table. Rick Solomon, the celebutant, who, famously did the Paris Hilton
One
tape.
night in Paris.
And just divorced from Pamela Anderson, who conveniently waited to file her divorce papers until he had pocketed $2.6 million in the tournament.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
I ain't saying.
That's unbelievable.
A sneaking suspicion.
That's not a shock. That's pretty amazing. Now we're learning stuff here about our one drop competitors.
We are,
So that'll be a lot of fun when it comes out.
That was a fun tournament, and also there was this whole dispute between Dan Cates and Doug Polk.
Oh, that got ugly.
And I was standing right there. I had snuck in. I was not supposed to be there taking notes. Apparently, I didn't quite know that, but I saw these kind of fascist look. No. But they were, no.
Wow, drop the fascist bomb. All right.
I'm there, and the ESPN guys push you away, and they're like, "This is our tournament," and the WSOP, man, they're sweethearts. They really want everyone to be there to enjoy it, to be covering it for the love of the game. the ESPN guys are all about, getting the dumb reporters out of the,
Yeah, exactly,
picture so that we can have, a nice, sexy picture of, Phil Ivey doing his thing and, Daniel Negreanu doing his thing and, Phil, And anyway, so yeah, they get into this huge thing and, it gets reported and nobody actually catches the reason for it, or they're afraid to report it, one or the other, although it is on the internet. So I'm not going to say anything either.
Okay. Fair
but
enough.
Apparently there was more to it behind it than the fact that Dan Jungleman Cates taught Doug Polk everything he knows.
Right.
And now Doug Polk can beat him in one game and thinks he's better than him. There's a little more
be pushed around
to do with some serious allegations that have come out in the media, but I'll save them for the One Drop Companion book, which you can purchase on Amazon.com.
Oh, that was a good tease. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, my God.
And there was also the Phil Ivey bracelet thing. I mean, I was right there, and
I was in the booth?
you were. I saw you there. You followed Raymond Davies, and I'm covering that tournament. And even in the final table, probably before you get down to about 3 players, it's still empty because it's a mixed game. Nobody can follow what's happening. It's on the side stage, which is actually kind of cool because you can actually, as a reporter, you can actually be right there and taking notes. And but I'm listening to the on my phone. I've actually got the live streaming cast, and it's Raymond Davies in the booth. And I kid you not, he'll be silent for 2 minutes, and then I'll just give this.
Then Raymond explodes. Yeah.
Great quote, and Phil Ivey, he's like a shark, and he, and then the best part was there was a sudden gap for about 5 minutes with a lot of tapping of the microphone.
Yeah, there's
like
probably
that.
a reason for that. There were little technical problems in the booth.
After about 3 minutes, I heard a voice saying, testing. It was fun, man. I wish there were more announcers like that. I mean, Tukman, he's kind of a know-it-all. He does know it all, though. So I got to respect him. But anyway, so
Speaking of knowing it all,
did
you know that I'm going to Calgary soon?
Did not know.
Yeah.
Calgary.
Cool.
Over the Flames.
No, not going to. No, I'm not going to see
or
the Flames. They're a lot of
season. Rodeo or
the stampeding thing.
Stampede.
But I'm not going there for that.
Running with the bulls.
No.
The oil fields. You're gonna strike up a new career.
No, silly. I'm going to the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown.
Oh, the big Canadian
Poker Tour going up.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Busted.
And looks like immigration's coming for me.
Oh shit. They got their dogs.
All right, here we go. Well,
here we go.
What's going on? That means we just sit here until somebody tells us to leave. We are under testing for the Rio alarms. That's exciting.
That's exciting. They have an intercom system that's unintelligible.
Yeah. Do you know what? But I think what set it off was I was talking about the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown coming up July 24th through August 3rd.
It would set it off.
I know. 500 over $500,000 guarantees.
How much?
$500,000 in guarantees.
Guarantees?
Yes.
Really?
At the Grey Wolf Resort and Casino.
Wow.
Coming up.
And Jonathan Duhamel?
He might be there. You never know.
Of course he will.
There's going to be some Ivy poker players up there.
Duhamel is always in those Canadian things. I mean, he's such a Canuck. Do they call it right?
Canuck. Yes.
Canuck, yeah.
I'm excited because I'll be up there broadcasting live from July 31st through August 3rd. Of course, the events start on the 24th of July, but it's going to be a great time. So make sure you get to CanadianPokerTour.tv. Learn all the information about the event, and, of course, get some great discounts on hotel and airfare.
Oh, really?
I scored the airfare to Calgary was cheap. It was like $280 round trip.
I mean, I've hitchhiked. I stick out my thumb on the. Might get a ride. There are a lot of trucks going up there, right?
I think I'd just pay the airfare and go. Yeah, it's cheap. So
it's cheap.
Get up there. We're going to be up there with Poker News, GPI, and Ivy League. It's going to be up there. I know some people are going to be playing the high roller. Some big names are supposed to be coming in for that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great time. We'd love to see you up there at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown.
So you think we could get an Ironman?
I think I'm going to be a little late for that.
It's never
Somewhere down the road.
Somewhere down the road.
I was going to keep going. I'm just going to let it go.
I don't even know.
Actually, it wasn't bad. You were kind
We
of.
had harmony. We got.
You were doing okay there. You kind of had the background going for
That's
me.
the problem.
Roads are gonna cross again.
Country roads, take me home.
Highway to hell. Well, anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, check it out. Canadian Poker Tour.
Okay.
.tv. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Casino Examiner. Calling it in there. The Rio is on fire, and Mark is promoting the Canadian Poker Tour. #unfazed. LOL.
I'm gonna guess it's a grease fire from the cafeteria. The free so-called food we get as media members.
Oh, the hot food's gone in the back, by the way.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Shit. I gotta rely on these $10
Sandwiches.
vouchers.
No, you got the sandwiches.
Like $3 worth of food. Sorry.
Wow.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Telling it like it is, Damon Schulenberger in the house.
Somebody by the way, Fire Marshal Bill 1111.
I pull no punches,
Fire Marshal Bill 1111 signs into the chat box saying the roof is on fire, and you can imagine where the rest of it is going.
The roof is on fire. Speaking of that, Rick Solomon got a new nickname of Smokey the Bear from God, who gave it?
Yeah, what was up with the beard?
The beard.
What was up with the beard?
It was cool, man. It's a very Bilzerian-esque, okay?
That's not. No.
No, it is.
He looked terrible.
Well, the thing is, I don't even know who the dude is. I do not follow celebutants. I mean, but he walks in, he's like an hour late, and he's just bossing it. Everyone turns around. There's like oohs and ahs, and I'm like, and then I realized everyone kind of recognized him because every hot-blooded male of my generation has watched that darn, Paris Hilton tape.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he grew the beard. He doesn't want to be recognized.
I don't blame him.
I mean, he was trying to have a good marriage to,
to Pam, but that didn't work out here.
No.
He's going to have to go redhead or brunette at this point. I think staying away from the blondes might be the best way
I
for
think
him.
he could just go anyone other than Pam Anderson, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Get off the Pam Anderson
Pam
track.
thing. I mean, they've already been, I don't know, divorced, but separated before, and it's,
was a bad call.
I've been researching a lot for my book, the One Drop Companion, available at Amazon.
You're a whore. I'm bad, but you're whoring up.
Oh yeah. Well, you taught me everything.
I know. I'm very good at it.
I wanted to tell you about my scoop, though. I had a scoop at the World Series. Do you want to hear about it?
Sure.
If you have time.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm covering that one where Ivy won his bracelet. And that was big. I mean, that was his 10th bracelet. Okay, he ties Doyle Brunson and who else has 10? My God.
Johnny Chan and Doyle
Johnny
Brunson.
Chan, yeah, Chan the man. And so that was big, and he's only 3 away from Helmuth now with 13.
Right.
But bigger than that was the damn prop bet he had, reportedly for millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah, for the bracelets.
He and
Negrano,
and they were really sweating at that point, although Ivy never sweats for some reason.
No, he doesn't.
He didn't give a shit, actually. I mean, $5 million,
Yeah, whatever.
He bets that on the golf course on like a single hole.
Yeah.
But in any case, he was taking this quite seriously, but he was having a really good time, I noticed. And there's this older gentleman, directly to his right, and they're just like talking between hands and just having a good old time. So during the dinner break, I asked this guy, like, who are you? What's the thing? And he's like, I'm Bruce Yamron. And I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, I used to stake Ivy back in the day, back in the Taj Mahal days. Used to stake him in the 7,550 games. And not only that, but my daughter's a Poker Stars reporter. We took him out to dinner in, London. And there was a restaurant called the Ivy Restaurant, so we took him there. And the first thing Ivy does, what do you think?
Stiffs him for the bill?
No, he asked to see the reserve wine list.
Oh, of course.
And, of course, at the Ivy, this prestigious, London restaurant, the bottles start at 8,000 pounds. So that was a fun night out. He seemed to get a chuckle out of that. Any case, I give him my card like I do to all people promoting my One Drop companion book and Iron
Slut.
Man.
Now you've gone to slut.
I've gone to slut phase. Okay, now I'm like one away from the Mac, the Daddy Mac.
You're getting close to gutter whore now.
I'm almost at Pam Anderson, Rick Solomon esque levels of enlightenment. But okay, so anyway, so I give him my card and like. Oh yeah! After he wins this darn bracelet, people are there's people gossiping, and not only on
that was so
not
bad.
only on the forums, but like actual media people and stuff. Not gonna name any names because and poker players, but they're all saying, well, the difference between first and second was only $68,000. I mean, but he had like millions riding on this prop bet. Now, did Ivy throw it or something, or convince his old friend Yamron to do that?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's the case at all because
No.
we saw what he played. I mean, it's cast, and he got some terrible beats. He did fold a couple things where he just was clearly outdrawn at the end
Yeah.
and stud. I mean, it happens. And, he had aces going into his last hand, and he, Ivy spiked something, a better two pair or something.
Right.
So in my mind, there's no question, but people were talking, and it was, a serious debate, and probably mostly it was the people who didn't want to pay off the prop bet, I would imagine, would start that kind of rumor because, Ivy's all class, right? I mean,
Yeah,
there's no card edging.
I mean, if Ivy would have lost that bet, he would have lost the bet.
Yeah.
But, I think that, calling into question Bruce Yamron's integrity on that, was pretty bad.
And
I mean,
so
that's the way the trolls work around
Yamron
here.
actually contacts me a few days later and sends me an email message, and he goes hand by hand and goes through the big hands, and he explains his thinking and why he did these things, and he not only that but unequivocally with like multiple exclamation points says, I would never ever do this, and Ivy would never ever do this.
No, and the thing about Yamron too is he's been playing forever.
Yeah.
And to have for him to have that opportunity to win a bracelet, I mean, he could have cared less who he was playing. He wanted that bracelet, and
but you know what he said something really cool too. He said against any other opponent, I would have been sick losing. I would have hated to lose, but against Ivy, I applauded with everyone else because I lost to one of the greatest in poker, essentially, is what he said. And I'll second that, considering Ivy's deep run. This time he's been playing superb. A lot of people were wondering, he hadn't been he was playing like all these events. I played a 1,500 pot limit Omaha, at the beginning, and my first one, and I cashed, and Ivy was at the next table over playing it. He was grinding every day. Yeah. And he didn't make anything for a long time, and people were questioning, but he was playing superbly. He just, it's the nature of tournaments.
Right.
So I say, just give him full props as being, one of the greatest. And if he makes another final table in the WSOP, I mean, that would be insane.
He's trying now.
Dan Smith, Phil Ivey.
Oh, that would be so crazy. By the way, I have a tweet in
Maria Ho.
Tweet in the chat. There you go.
Okay.
Tweet in the to me at Mark Hoke Show. Curious question. What is the link or site of the poker dealer with these grand thoughts to improve life? I'd love to learn more. I'll put it up.
A what?
I'll put it up. I have it buried right now.
Yep.
So just wanted to. It's out there. We'll put it up for you.
What is this? A site to improve the Canadian?
No.
Poker.
Not improve Canada. Improving your, the poker dealer thing that I was telling you about.
The what?
The poker dealer guy.
Oh, the poker dealer.
Yeah, the one that came up to me after the interview.
And
you've already forgot.
What is this thing? What is?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh, so he's a dealer. I thought he was going to help improve.
Yeah,
dealers.
he is. Oh no, he wants to fix the world.
Oh, he wants to fix the world.
The world. The world is his oyster on this one. Dealers
are interesting people, man. I've been eating with them every day in the cafeteria and just listening on what they talk about, and it's funny shit, man. They when they're not dealing, man, they're just like, it's colorful language. I tell you, it's it makes Popeye look like like
a cartoon character,
like a sailor man,
It's bad.
It's bad, but it's good. It's so good. I love it. I wonder if I should let you get on with your show. I mean, I've had a blast, but...
Okay, got to get rolling. All right, well, thanks for stopping over. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just want to remind people that if they want...
Jeez.
Okay,
companion
no
book
plugs.
for One Drop.
Yeah, companion
Check
book
it
for
out.
One Drop. I'm going to let him tweet it in a couple of weeks when I pop it up, and hopefully you guys will read it. I'm actually a serious writer, and you can see my blog at WSOP14.blogspot.com and get my unedited takes on some of the exciting side events that happened. I've kind of put it on hiatus for the One Drop book, but I'm going to cover the WSOP a little bit.
Awesome. All right,
Awesome.
Damon. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot, Mark.
All right, and we'll take a commercial break, and we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for being with us, and stick around. We'll be right back. More from the World Series of Poker, main event, Day 4, live from the Rio. We'll be right back.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo, or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's HOKE, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
When it comes to custom poker tables, why would you buy something someone else designed and even named for their sales or marketing purposes?
The Nighthawk, the Gambler, the Big Slick, the Nuts.
Sure, you can customize it if you want, as long as you choose between black, red, or even green cloth, but that's about it. When you choose to play off tilt, it's not just another table, it's your table. The same price gets you a fully custom designed table that reflects your style and game. Off tilt makes it easy to design a truly one-of-a-kind custom poker table that'll give you home table advantage. Sure, Off Tilt could name their tables for marketing purposes, but why? It's not ours. We don't play on it. And to be honest, there are over 1,000 named Off Tilt tables worldwide, including the WSOP, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour, the Jonathan Papelbon, as well as Julie's, Chris's, Scott's, Amber's, Tristan's, just to name a few. So let us add your name to the list and deliver a truly custom-crafted, furniture-quality poker table worthy of your game. Visit www.offtiltpokertables.com or call Brian Knott today at 262-490-3812. We'll show you why Off Tilt is the only way to play.
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
At Team Poker Joker, we build innovative, high-performance, poker-focused apparel designed to keep you cool and calm in tough situations. Wait, no we don't. We've just got a cool brand representing the suits of this beautiful game called poker. Our gear won't make you better, but it will keep a smile on your face. So don't be so serious and show you know how to have fun. Get your Poker Joker gear today at TeamPokerJoker.com. Grin and win today at TeamPokerJoker.com.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become 1, one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final9Comic.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders. Representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion, a true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the tables to be the best. And Deej Poker apparel shows everyone who you really are on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's D-E-E-G Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we're back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks to Damon for helping me fill in the time there. Interesting stuff, that's for sure. I see Fire Marshal Bill 1111 is still in the house. That's cool. Welcome, Fire Marshal Bill, whoever you may be. Pretty funny. Casino Examiner hanging around, of course, and everybody out there listening to us on the various sources that you can check out. Of course, being simulcast on GPI and many other places. So thank you for being here, and we hope you're enjoying the coverage of the World Series of Poker main event. It is day 4, and it has been an absolute bloodbath today, to say the least. Let's get the numbers up here, and players are actually heading back in the room right now, so they are getting ready to resume their quest for the World Championship. And once you get once you get into the money and get rid of clear the bubble out a little bit in some of the lower chip stacks, things get pretty serious in here. I mean, it's obviously these guys playing for a lot of money, looking to get that $10 million prize. So it's going to be an entertaining evening as we head into day 5 tomorrow. And ironically, of course, you can, once again, we mentioned about what kind of chip counts you're going to be looking at to try and make this final table. And, I think you're starting to get to the point where you can think about it a little bit with 444 players left coming into the dinner break tonight. I believe they're playing 2 more and then calling it an evening, is they are going to have to spread this out a little bit. We're kind of in a situation where if we kept this rolling, we could come up a day short, and obviously that would not please ESPN very much. So we're going to keep this thing going as far as it can. It is Dan Smith right now, your chip leader, 1,976,000 chips. And Kevin Mathers, everybody, welcome by. Let's say hi to Kevin. Michael Feinstein just behind him, 1,924,000. And realistically, to make that final table for sure to lock up a spot, I would say it's probably going to take about 13 to 14 million. We did have a couple players over the last few years that have been a hair under 10 that have gotten there. 10's kind of the magic number, but and I'll tell you, I think I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I was in the 14 to 15 ballpark. But Dan Smith is on his way, as is Michael Finstein. Mirdad Yusuf, thank you for my screen cutting out there, too. That was beautiful. Maria Ho on a roll. Hey, Maria Ho trying to make that final table. Could she be the first woman to do it since Barbara Enright? That would be something. Mirdad Yusufzada at 1,826,000, sitting in third. And Doni Larabi in fourth, 1,775,000. Zach Gigante is at 1,694,000. Matthew Lisi out of Ottawa, Kansas, 1,527,000. Mark Herm at 1,452,000. Griffin Banger, 1,386,000. Jing Wang at 1,300,000. And Andrei Zaichenko at 1,240,000. Leading is your top 10 right now. So this is going to be a fun level here coming up. Let me see. I'm trying to remember if we're going to be at 4.8 or 5.10 on this one. There's Matt Waxman playing well. So he continues to drive for that world title. And, of course, Matt winning a bracelet last year. Epic heads-up match against, I believe it was Eric Baldwin, if I remember right. That might not be correct. But Matt Waxman, of course, winning a 7-hour heads-up match last year to get his first bracelet. Could he be the next world champion? Who knows? It's going to, still obviously a long way to go. But 444 players left. It's not going to be that long until we get down to that final 27 on day 7 and then play for it all. And, of course, we will be here live day 7 all the way from we'll start our pre-show at 11:30 Pacific time, and we will take it all the way through until our November 9 has been determined, whether it's 5 hours or 14 hours or 16 hours. It's not going to matter. We'll be here the whole time covering the event. So we look forward, hope you'll join us for that coverage as well. Ali Islami looking good, buddy. How you doing? Very well, thanks. Hey, do you want to say hi to everybody real quick? You got a minute? Yeah, we get Ali in here. Sneak in here and say hi. How's it going, my friend? You doing all right in that room, huh?
Yeah, really excited to be here. Having a lot of fun at the World Series. Always a fun event.
Yeah, obviously. And 444 players left here in this main event, and you're still alive and decent amount of chips. What are you thinking right now? What's going on at your table, and how are you feeling?
I've slid a little bit since I started. I started the day with 770, and I've given a couple hundred back. I don't know. I think I'm like the 470s. Might even have a better count of me online. But, I still feel great. I mean, that's one of the great things about the main event. It has a great structure. You have plenty of play. It's, gently advancing, and that's what makes it so long and also exhausting. But, it gives you a lot of time. And so nobody has to panic at any point unless they really want to themselves. That's up to them.
How's your table looking? What do you have going on in there with the
table's pretty deep. We have a lot of chips at the table, but I feel confident, and we'll just see how the cards go and how the situations run out. It's always hard to predict ahead of time.
That was a pretty crazy bubble in there, by the way.
It was really quick, actually. I was surprised at how fast it went, and then 5 people were in there. I mean, normally people are like trying to squeak by, and all of a sudden 5 people were all in. It's like, and there was, I think, 3 or 4 eliminations.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was something else, that's for sure. And this tournament has been running pretty quick. Do you have that sense it's moving fast?
You know what? They say that time flies when you're having fun. So for me, yeah, it has been going quick, and I'm always sad when the World Series is over, particularly the main event. But for the moment, I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to get back in there and live in the moment, as they say.
I wish you the best. Maybe we'll be seeing you the November 9.
All right, I hope so.
Bad.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, Al. I appreciate it. All right, one of the great cash game players of all time, and now looking to make his run to a possible world championship. Ali Islami, stopping by real quick, saying hello. Appreciate that. Play should be starting up here in about 3 or 4 minutes. I believe they broke at 6:22, so 7:52 would be the number. So these guys are looking to try and continue on to day 5 at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so he's a very dangerous guy in this field. I would tell you, keep an eye on him as he continues rolling through this tournament. An interesting guy, Bobby Mapp, in there at $820,000. That's going to be a great story for ESPN. 10 grandkids, each one put in $1,000 and bought him into the main event, and now stands 43rd. 820,000 chips. Prize pools right now, of course, we're at the level with 444 players. Let's hit that prize pool count for you real quick just to remind you what everybody's playing for at the moment. And we are looking at, in the 444 range, we've already gotten up into the fourth from the bottom, fourth rung here, I guess I could say, between 415th and 477th, 25,756 for those remaining players that get knocked out by 415. Then we go 352 to 414 is your next level, 29,400. And, of course, keeps working its way up. Once you get into the tier with 72nd is going to get you that first $100,000 payday. It'll be $103,025. And that, of course, works up to the November 9 minimum of $730,725 if you make the final table. Winner, of course, walks out in November with $10 million and the World Championship. And, it's just hard to imagine these guys are going to, it's hard not to think about it, I would think, at this point, especially if you're, a newer professional, that $10 million could be in your pocket. And a World Series bracelet like that guy, Chad Holloway's got one. It's not bad. All right, and let's see. Like I said, I don't know if we have any more updates because, like I said, everybody's just headed back in right now here at the Rio. And I didn't want that. Jeez. Sorry about that. Let's swing this back here. Once again, your chip leader, Dan Smith, Michael Finstein in second. And both those guys just under the 2 million chip mark, so we'll be waiting. We did have our first, Finstein did actually crack the 2 million chip mark, but dropped a few chips and fell just a hair under it. Phil Ivey's still alive in there. Isaac Barron's still alive. Of course, a lot of people watching to see if Phil Ivey can bring it home and make the November 9 again. But Ivey has been tripped up a little bit today and but now off the feature table, which is probably a good thing for Phil. I mean, it's nice to be on the feature table, but I honestly don't think that you should really be leaving players on there at this stage for the whole, for a whole day. I mean, that was getting pretty tough. And, of course, Ivy certainly used to being in the spotlight, but, a certain advantage to not being on that feature table so you don't have to worry about the TV cameras and everything else. And we've spoken to many players who said that TV camera does affect how they play. Ivy's probably one of the few exceptions, but it's a pretty tricky spot for them. So we'll see if Ivy can chip back up now that he is off the featured table here at the World Series of Poker. All right, and I think since play's just getting underway, I think we're pretty much good for our show tonight. Want to thank Damon for stopping by along with Ali Islami, kicking in here real quick. So, guys, we will see you back for Day 5 tomorrow here at the World Series of Poker main event. Should be something, and keep your eyes peeled and get your updates. And we'll be ready to recap it for you tomorrow. Have some more great guests, and we will catch you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're only a couple days away from this being all over, so we'll catch you tomorrow. Once again, 1 p.m. Pacific on MarkHokeShow.com. Don't forget to follow the show on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. And, of course, subscribe to our podcast, markhokeshow.podbean.com, and also on iTunes. All right, so thanks to everybody stopping in. We will talk to you tomorrow. Good luck to all our players remaining in the main event. We'll see you at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Have a great night.